We've seen in the news how much Hurricane Melissa affected Jamaica, so I'm going to let you know where things stand today and when cruise ships are going to hopefully return to Jamaica. We need to talk about taxes impacting cruises to a certain country. We'll be talking about what you need to know if you're going to be going to Thailand soon, a reason that you might want to go to Rome. I think you all know that I cruise to go see what is in a location most of the time, so I've got a quick heads up for you and lots more. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Monday. It is November 3rd of 2025, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please be sure to click on that subscribe button, and if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. We are going to do our live this evening. We'll be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, so we'd love to have you come and join us, bring your questions, and just be ready to have a fun time talking about cruising. So I'll see you then. If you're not able to come, you can catch it later. People ask amazing questions and we have some really great discussions. Now let's start at the very top. I want to talk to you first up about taxes. A lot of taxes are coming into play as a lot of destinations start to tax people who are coming to visit their location. So we've seen it in a lot of countries and states, and we're seeing it in Iceland. So there was a brand new tax that went into effect in Iceland starting on January 1st of 2025, and it costs approximately $18 per person whenever they visit a port in Iceland. The people, though, who are looking at the tourism in Iceland and who track the number of cruise ships who are going to come and visit Iceland are saying that the bookings for cruises to come in 2026 and into 2027 are dropping significantly, and in some ports it is dropped by half. This, they say, is very much impacting and will further impact a lot of the small rural areas that really have started to rely on tourism to help the people there earn their living and have more access to better housing, better food, better education for their families. It really makes a big difference. And so I want to know in the comments if you are looking at going on an Iceland cruise, first of all, a cruise that calls in Iceland, and then second up, let me know kind of where your breaking point is for taxes. If they were going to tax you $18 when you call at a port in Iceland, is that too much? Let me know what you think, okay? And we can talk about it in our live tonight, and I'll let you know if it's my breaking point or not. So thought that was really important to know. And they are expecting, by the way, that these new taxes that they are implementing on cruise ships are going to earn like $10 million for their country annually. That's a lot of money. So next up, Jamaica. So I think that we all watched on the news Hurricane Melissa, and our heart broke for the people in Jamaica. And they are indeed in my thoughts and prayers, and I hope they're in yours as well. But we've got a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. They are hoping there in Jamaica to start welcoming cruise ships to come back on December 15th of this year. This is really big, and they really are trying to hurry to get the infrastructure rebuilt and everything that they need to do to be able to do this, because cruise income is such a big deal there. Of course, the tourist dollar when they get off the ship and spend money, but also the money that Jamaica earns from having cruise ships call in their ports. And so I don't know if you all realize this. I never really thought about how many different cruise ports Jamaica has, but they've got Falmouth, they've got Ocho Rios, and they've got Montego Bay. And it is remarkable how many cruise ships just between now and December 15th are having to cancel their calls there due to the destruction from Hurricane Melissa. And it's also really remarkable to me the wide variety of cruise ships. They come from all over the world. and includes your big cruise ships like your Norwegian, your Royal Caribbean, Princess, Carnival, all those, clear down to really small ships and everything in between. And so I'm really hopeful that they're able to get everything ready so that guests can start going back to Jamaica again. And I think it's really important to note that the cruise lines are helping with this. The Disney Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean Group, and Carnival Corp all gave $1 million each to help with rebuilding there in Jamaica. So I know the cruise lines like to be able to call in Jamaica, and we've been to the ports in Falmouth and Montego Bay, and we really, let's see, the one in Falmouth, I didn't enjoy that day quite so much, but the day in Montego Bay was nice. And so it's a big deal to both, to the cruise lines to get to go and to Jamaica to get to have people come. So we'll keep our eye on that, and I'll let you know what's happening with it. In the comments, let me know if you have a cruise scheduled that was supposed to call at Jamaica and you're not going to be going to Jamaica anymore. Let us know what cruise line it's on and what they're going to do on your cruise instead, as well as if you have one booked that is set to call there after December 15th. I don't have either, I think, at this point. Cunard, this is really interesting, and I am telling you about this. It's too late to do it this year, but I want it to be on your radar because it used to be that Cunard did this before COVID, and since they haven't done it so much, and so it's back, and it's a really big deal if you enjoy fashion. So Cunard, the only actual ocean liner in the whole wide world, the Queen Mary, started a sailing on October 31st, and they are calling it their Fashion Week, and it's really cool how they do it. There are two fashion icons, as you would say. One is Christian Siriano. He's going to be on board this ship, and he's going to be organizing like a runway show of a bunch of clothing. It's going to be there in the Queen's room, and people are going to be able to enjoy seeing what he's designed lately, as well as they're going to have a question and answer with him, which is such a big deal for people that have maybe followed his fashion or followed fashion trends all over the world. It's going to be in the Royal Quiet Theatre, and I'm really excited to hear about that after the fact. It's going on the sailing right now. The second person who is going to be on the ship is Bob Mackie, and he is known for like dressing a lot of people like Cher, Diana Ross, Madonna, Miley Cyrus. Those are the people they list. And so he's going to be on board the ship, and he's going to have some of his collection with him from over the years. So you're going to get to see, the people on the ship are going to get to see in person a bunch of his collection, like I said, over the years. So if you're interested in that, keep an eye out for it if you want to. I'll try to find out for 2026 so that it can, if anybody wants to go. Next up, a lot of things are happening around the world, and I like to think about what you can do when you go on a cruise. The next cruises that we have got booked are strictly for fun and for work. We're going to be boarding the Star Princess a week from today. Quick 3-day cruise, a little bit more of a relaxation cruise. Then the 5 days after that is the Dream Vacations annual conference. So that's very much working a lot during that 5 days. And then we fly directly. I am so excited to Houston for the Love Boat cruise, which is just going to be amazing because we have amazing people coming in our group and because it's going to be a really, really fun cruise. So those are cruises I would be going on no matter where they were going in the world. But a lot of time, if you followed me very long, you know that I really like to plan out what I want to see, what I want to do in the port. And so here's a couple of things that I want you to know about. So first up, let's talk about Egypt for just a minute. The Grand Egyptian Museum opened over the weekend. They had the grand opening, and believe you me, it was spectacular. Look it up. Find it. I've seen a lot of it on Instagram and on YouTube. Just look it up. And they call it the GEM. It stands for Grand Egyptian Museum. And it is spectacular. The museum is spectacular. It is set there right there on the, I think they call it a plateau right next to the pyramids at Giza there. And so not only is it a really beautiful location, it's a beautiful museum, but the grand opening they did was just amazing. They had kings and queens and presidents and whoever from all over the world, people that they invited to come, was very well attended. They had spectacular drone shows, special effects. You just have to look. It's really remarkable. So look that up and find it. That's just a fun tip for you. The other thing that I want you to know about is in Rome. So there's a place called, and I'm probably saying it wrong, but the Quirinal Palace. And it's where like the president of Italy lives. And it has been there since the early 1700s. It's been there a very long time. One time Caroline and I decided to tour it while we were in Rome. It's really beautiful. It is worth the tour. They take you to see the gardens, a lot of the castle itself, and some of the grounds around it was really interesting. But there in the stables, which clearly are very nice, they're not just like normal stables, they are going to have an exhibition that is going to run from October 24th of this year, so it's just barely started, but it's going to go until May 3rd of 2026. The really cool thing about it is that they are going to bring 130 masterpieces from Egypt, from the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. So before they had the Grand Egyptian Museum, they had the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. And so basically from that collection, they are going to be bringing items from there and in Luxor, which is so cool. And so it's going to include the gold sarcophagus of Queen Ahotep, Ahotep, the funerary mask of Amenemop, and the statue of Ramses VI. So a lot of really special things are coming. So I don't know if you would want to go there to be able to see that. You just might. But if you're going to be in town, you might want to go ahead and take a look at that exhibition. It's going to be amazing. Now, so another place you need to know something if you're going to be traveling soon is Thailand. So if you are not aware, the woman who was the Queen of Thailand has passed away. With that comes a huge, very long mourning period with a lot of tradition associated with it. And this is going to be important for tourists to know because it's not going to be the same is going to Thailand when it is not during this mourning period. So if you're going to go to Thailand, you need to remember to avoid bright, flamboyant clothing, dress very conservatively, especially if you're at like any royal residences or at any events that are being held. You need to know that access to a lot of the temples is probably going to be reduced a lot. There's a big possibility that some of the festivals are going to be shortened, and the number of government events that they have during this time is also going to be greatly reduced. And so plan, if you're going to go to Thailand, definitely go, but just make sure that you dress appropriately for that, and be aware that some of the schedules of some of the places you might want to visit might be changed a little bit. So kind of keep an eye on your schedule, because often before we go somewhere, I write a list of the times that everywhere is open that I want to visit. So you're not going to be, you can write that list, but then when you get there each day, check it so that you make sure that you're at the right place at the right time. So let me know what questions you've got about cruising. If there's anything that you wish I would talk about or cover, please let me know in the comments. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.